Hello, Relic Mask for the Wolf One News Network, and it is Wednesday, the day after the election. Americans made a choice last night. We have to live with it. But what a night last night was. Very shocking. Very, media got it very wrong. And that's in some ways not very surprising. But this isn't a political news network. This is a football news network, or a soccer news network, as we say in the United States of America. In the United States, men's national team is together once again. They play Mexico on Friday night in Columbus, Ohio, for the first game of the World Cup qualifying round called the Hexagonal, or I call it the Hex. It's U.S.-Mexico. This is the game we all love to watch. I guess by starting this episode, we do what we do with all U.S. episodes. We read the roster. I'll start with the forwards. Josie Altidore, Bobby Wood, Aaron Johansson, and Alan Gordon replaced Jordan Morris, who had a foot injury with the Sounders. I'm sure the Sounders are very gracious. Alejandro Bedoya will start the midfielders. Alejandro Bedoya, Michael Bradley, the captain, Lyndon Gooch, Julian Green, Jermaine Jones, Sasha Kleshton, Caleb Stanko, and Graham Zuzi, as well as Christian Pulisic. Defenders, Matt Beasler, Steve Birnbaum, John Brooks, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Timmy Chandler, Omar Gonzalez, Fabian Johnson, Michael Orozco, and DeAndre Yedlin. Your goalkeepers, Brad Guzan, Ethan Horvath, Timothy Howard, and William Yarbrough. Before we start breaking down this game, what the U.S. has to do to win, the history behind this game, I want to tell you something about the game. It's in Columbus, Ohio. It's the first game of the Hex. Here in the Central Time, which I know most of the channel viewers are not. 6:45 Central Time, 7:45 Eastern Time, which would be 5:45 Mountain, 4:45 Pacific, wherever you may be in the United States. Channel Fox Sports 1, if you have DirecTV, it'll be on 219. I'm not sure about the other channels. You can check that through your local channel listings. My personal lineup for U.S.-Mexico, it worked on FIFA, so why not? Why not in real life? Starting goal will be Timothy Howard. Jurgen Klinsmann expressed that on Sunday, that Tim Howard will start in goal for Mexico and Costa Rica, which I mean, can you blame him? Tim Howard had a game last week against LA, had 2 penalty saves. Magnificent. I'll talk about that next week as we'll shift our focus back to MLS. Oh yeah, and they play another game on like either Monday or Tuesday nights against Costa Rica. No one's really talking about it. Alright, Timothy Howard in goal. My left back be Fabian Johnson. Center back combination would be John Brooks and Omar Gonzalez. My right back would be Michael Orozco. Fear not, Yedlin is in this lineup. Left midfielder, Christian Pulisic. My center defensive midfielder right in front of the back line is the captain, the bald-headed dome of Michael Bradley. Right midfielder, DeAndre Yedlin. It seemed to work pretty well against New Zealand. He was pretty effective going forward. He can send that cross on the byline. DeAndre Yedlin seems like he can play right midfielder. He has that pace. We all know DeAndre Yedlin's famous pace. He should be able to make a difference. Sasha Kleshton, who will wear a mask to protect his broken nose he suffered in the Eastern Conference semifinal defeat against Montreal. He will wear a protective mask like you saw Derrick Rose wear, like you saw all these NBA players wear. He will wear that to protect his face. And my 2 forwards up top, not a big surprise, it'll be Josie Altidore and Bobby Wood. Bobby Wood, 3-game suspension. In case you didn't catch that, Hamburg, he did something very stupid. And Josie Altidore's just been on tear for Toronto. It's been magnificent. My lineup is 4-4-2 diamond with Klesh at the top, Brad at the bottom. Then, of course, Pulisic on the left, DeAndre Yedlin on the right. Flat back 4, and Howard hopefully don't do anything the whole game because the U.S. have most possession. All right, the history of this match, World Cup qualifiers in Columbus, goes back to 2001. Of course, this rivalry goes back a lot longer than that, but there's something significant in all these games have in common for these World Cup qualifier matches. It's the scoreline. In Columbus, Ohio, the United States have won 2-0 against Mexico the last 4 times these two teams played World Cup qualifiers in Columbus. February 28, 2001, the United States won 2-0 over Mexico. September 3rd, 2005, the United States won 2-0 over Mexico. February 11, 2009, Landon Donovan scored 2-0 United States over Mexico. Landon Donovan again, September 10, 2013, 2-0 United States over Mexico. And just to be ironic, the American Outlaws started chanting something around the second and third game. 2-0. If you don't know what that means, in Spanish, 2-0 means 2-0 or 0. 2-0 will be a battle cry tomorrow night or Friday night, whenever you may watch this. Some things to watch out for in this match, and I'm getting pretty close to the end. I didn't have, this game, you don't really need much build up for it. And there are things to talk about, and I do have some written down. But, you don't really need a lot of build up to this game because it's United States, Estados Unidos versus Mexico. This is the biggest game in CONCACAF, so you don't really need a huge lead up. But I do have some points. You got to watch out for the quarterback duel. I know it's a quarterback. This is soccer. They don't have quarterbacks. But the center defensive midfielder pretty much controls the game. He has the game in front of him, especially if you're holding midfielder like Michael Bradley is. Whoever wins that battle, whoever distributes more good passes, whoever has better play, better touches, will win this match. The midfield will be the key. Another key for the United States is they have to isolate Rafael Marquez and limit Giovanni Dos Santos' touches in front of goal. Do not let him run rampant on the back four because we know what he can do for the LA Galaxy. The biggest thing, the most important thing for the United States is score 2 goals and don't let Mexico score any goals. Because that seemed to work for the last 15 years. It's just score 2 and don't let Mexico score any. And it works. Trust me. So I do have a prediction for the game. I think it's going to be US 2, Mexico 0. Why change? Because I believe in magic. I believe in Columbus magic. And I think the United States can get 3 points at home for the World Cup qualifier heading in to the road match against Costa Rica. Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night, boys and girls. Can't wait. And next week I'll be back with MLS conference finals, the preview, and maybe a little bit of recap of what happened last Sunday. All right. In the words of our beloved ESPN international broadcaster for the United States, Ian Dark, go USA, and indeed, go USA. I'm Riley McManus. This is the World Football News Network. And as we say in the United States, in these trying times of transition, don't score on goals. Enjoy the match.